Hi, this is Dr. John. With the coronavirus essentially affecting our way of life in the US, I want to share with you some steps that we've taken to deal with the changes, especially when it comes to signing up for Medicare. It's certainly becoming more difficult to navigate government systems because certain offices are shut down, and I wanted to highlight what our processes are now to help people sign up for Medicare so that you're getting the benefits that you need at the time that you need it. And we're also expecting that with employers cutting back on shifts, layoffs, unfortunately due to the economy, that we're going to see more individuals looking to sign up for Medicare in a shorter period of time. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is just timing. We advise that if you can, start the process at least 2 months before you need coverage to start. So let's say you're going to retire or go on Medicare in June. We advise that you start the process in April. The reason for that is because Social Security offices are closed. Being in the Social Security building here, where our main headquarters are, we can see that there's nobody that's taking in-person appointments at Social Security, and certainly not walk-ins. We're told that on a very limited basis, walk-in appointments are allowed, but they're being scheduled ahead of time, and they can be very, very difficult to get. So now let's talk about how to actually sign up for Medicare. What's the easiest way to do so at this point? If you're signing up for Medicare when you're turning 65, meaning the 3 months before, the month of, or 3 months after turning 65, the easiest way to do it is online. The call queues are incredibly long. You can be on hold for anywhere from 45 minutes to 3 hours. That's what we are seeing currently. And if you go online, ssa.gov/Medicare to sign up for Medicare, make a Social Security account and go through the process. That's probably the easiest way to sign up for it. So if you're turning 65, you got to sign up for Medicare. Go online and do it. Unfortunately, cases do get flagged for manual review, which means that, especially if you were born outside of the country, if you are somehow just flagged for manual review, you do have to provide some type of evidence that you are a U.S. citizen or green card holder for 5 years, whether it's your passport, birth certificate, or so forth. And right now, the easiest way is probably to give Social Security a call if you are flagged for manual review, and to have the paperwork faxed in, a copy of the paperwork faxed into the appropriate office. Again, I wanted to just reiterate, if you're signing up for Medicare when you're turning 65, the easiest way to sign up for both Medicare Parts A and B is online, ssa.gov/Medicare. And also, if you're going to be working past 65 and you've decided that signing up for Medicare Part A only is a good bet for you at this point, you can still do that online and decline Part B. Just answer no when the question is asked, do you want to sign up for Part B? Now let's talk about Part B after 65. So as most of you are aware, if you've taken our course on Mastering Medicare, if you're going to be signing up for Medicare Part B when you're retiring after the age of 65, the process is a little bit more complicated because there are forms that you have to get from your employer and a form that you have to fill out yourself indicating that you have to sign up for Medicare Part B. And these forms have to be submitted to Social Security, whether it's through fax or previously in person. So right now, in-person drop-offs are really not possible. So the easiest way to submit the Part B forms is either via fax into your local Social Security office, and we'll post a link to see where you can find out what your local Social Security office number is going to be. And also, you can technically mail in your Part B forms. So the difficulties there is that what we're seeing is, unfortunately, certain times faxes don't go through, mail doesn't go through, or it's not accepted at the right place. You really have to call about a week after you submitted the paperwork to confirm that the paperwork was received and it's in processing. We're finding that we are oftentimes having people submit their paperwork 2-3 times, and that can take over a month in terms of the back and forth. So that's why it's really important for you as an individual when you're signing up for Medicare Part B, especially after 65, to have in mind that it's going to take about a month or even a month and a half for it to go through at this point. So again, the easiest way to have everything go as smoothly as can be is to start the process at least 2 months before you need coverage to start. If you're in a situation where you can sign up for Part A and B online, do it. And if you have to submit your Part B paperwork, you've got to fax it in or mail it in. So those are the key tips that are really important now that individual appointments, drop-offs are not feasible at your local Social Security office. We hope everybody stays healthy throughout this period. It's certainly a challenging time, but we're going to get through it. Just make sure that you're well prepared, start early, and make sure that you're getting the right pieces of paperwork so that you're not going back and forth, because each back and forth can take about a week or two.